Namaste to all. Wishing you all a happy New Year, happy Yugadi, Shobhakrit Nama Samvatsara 2023-2024. This is Prashant Ayu, your life coach and Jyotish Vidya Vachaspati, back on my channel Ahamevyam with yet another episode on your predictions based on notes. In case if you have missed my previous two episodes, that's part 1 and part 2, about annual predictions based on the position of nodes, that is Rahu and Ketu, please have a look at it. The links are on the video and as well as in the description box below, and stay with me. So this Hindu New Year begins on the 22nd of March 2023 and extends till 8th of April 2024, and the name of the Samvatsara is Shobhana. So welcome to part 3 as well as part 4. What I'm going to cover is on your screen. I'll begin with the methodology for the annual predictions, because my methods are a bit different from what traditional astrologers use. Mine is very much closely related to the position of the nodes Rahu, Ketu, Bhrigu Bindu, and all those similar concepts. So please do have a look at my previous videos to understand it better. Nevertheless, I'll be covering the methodology in short in this video also. Then I'll be explaining how to grasp the readings, because these are generic readings based on your zodiac sign, be it your ascendant or moon sign, Lagna or Rashi. So how do you apply it to your own horoscope specifically? So I'm going to cover that in this video, and then I'll begin with the predictions and remedies for each zodiac sign. Aries through Virgo in part 3 and Libra to Pisces in part 4. So let's begin. If you are a student of astrology or an astrologer yourself, it is good that you don't skip this part and try to understand the methodology behind annual predictions in this video. Now, when it comes to predictions, as far as traditional methods in astrology are concerned, especially Vedic astrology, people take into consideration the gochara, that is the transit of the planets throughout the zodiac, especially the major planets, that is Saturn, Jupiter, and the nodes Rahu, Ketu. As well as people look at the Tithi Pravesha chart or the Varshafala chart, which again is then correlated with your running dasha as per your natal birth chart, and the yogas and combinations present in the natal horoscope. So combining all of these, certain predictions are elicited as far as traditional Vedic astrology is concerned. What I have tried to do here is to bring in a new unorthodox method, which includes the gochara or the transit of the nodes only, purely based on Rahu and Ketu. And along with Rahu Ketu, what is considered here the dispositors of Rahu Ketu, both the Rashi dispositors as well as the nakshatra dispositors, and the Bhrigu Bindu. Now Bhrigu Bindu are of two types: the midpoint between Moon and Rahu, and also the midpoint between Ketu and Moon. So two Bhrigu Bindus are considered here, and this is explained in more detail in my previous video, so please go back and have a look, as well as it is mentioned in my book Swarbhanu Rahasya, Role of Nodes in Destiny. As far as the annual predictions are concerned, it's a combo approach where I have taken the Tithi Pravesha chart for the new year, as well as the gochara of the nodes. So on your screen is the Tithi Pravesha chart. Although the new year begins on 22nd of March 2023, the Tithi Pravesha is taken on 21st of March 2023 night 11:27. So that's the chart right in front of you on the screen, where it begins with the Scorpio ascendant. The 4th house is occupied by Saturn in its Mool Trikona sign Aquarius. The 5th house, Pisces, is filled with Sun, Moon, Mercury, debilitated, and Jupiter in his own house. The 6th house has a conjunction of Venus and Rahu. The 8th house is occupied by the Ascendant Lord Mars, and the 12th house is occupied by Ketu. Now, in this Tithi Pravesha chart, if one has to have a deeper look in trying to understand the forecast, one has to also look at the Tithi Pravesha Navamsha chart. So that is also listed next to it. I wouldn't go much into detail on it as far as the individual predictions are concerned. Now, one thing to be noted here is below the charts you have the table which mentions the Gochara Karakas, Rahu Ketu, their Rashi and Nakshatra dispositors are mentioned, as well as the Bhrigu Bindus. So the key points to be noted here are that the moment of Mars, Venus, who are the Rashi dispositors of the nodes, Mercury and Saturn, who are the owners of the houses where the Bhrigu Bindu falls for the nodes. The movement of these 4 planets, as well as the 2 houses where the Bhrigu Bindus fall, Virgo and Capricorn. So the movement of these 4 planets, as well as Moon, into these houses and their mutual conjunctions, aspects and oppositions are going to trigger major events throughout this year, as far as world events are concerned, as well as your particular life is also concerned. And just a note of caution that all predictions will get modified as per your natal chart, place, time, situation and propensity. So how does one grasp these readings for your own benefit? That's what I'm going to cover now. Let me mention that these are generic readings. These are based on the Lagna or Rashi as applicable to the general public at large. And it's a new method that can raise eyebrows initially, but it definitely works. To understand how does this work and what is the method involved, you can purchase my book Swarbhanu Rahasya, Roll of Notes in Destiny, which is published by New Age Publishing and imprint of Motilal Banarsidas. It's available on their site mlbd.in, as well as on Amazon, Flipkart and all the other e-commerce retailers. So please do purchase and read it if you are a student of astrology or an astrologer yourself. Now, from the layman's point of view, how do you apply it to self? First and foremost is that you need to check the place, time, situation and propensity. For example, if I am predicting that for a particular Rashi or Lagna that you will succeed in your examinations, well, if you're not a student at all and you're not giving any kind of professional examination, obviously this prediction doesn't apply to you. But what does that mean? It means that you will get success in some kind of competition, any kind of competition that you may be involved in your life. So you need to actually be flexible as far as the predictions are concerned, and try to match it with your place, time, situation and propensity. And you also have to note the position of nodes in your natal chart, their Rashi and Nakshatra dispositors, as well as the Bhrigu Bindus. So for example, in the Tithi Pravesha chart, the Rashi dispositor of Rahu is Mars and that of Ketu is Venus. Now, in your natal chart also, if Rahu and Ketu are in these houses, or their Rashi dispositors are also Mars and Venus, whatever I'm going to predict further has a higher probability of coming true. And if it is otherwise, that is, suppose your Rashi dispositor of your nodes are actually the enemies of Mars and Venus, say for example Mercury and Jupiter. Now the propensity of the forecasted things to come true will be quite less. In fact, in the vice versa situation, all the predictions that are on the good side would get reduced, and the predictions that are on the negative side would get increased. So that is how you need to kind of weigh in each of the predictions and try to apply it to your own horoscope. So let's begin with the main part of the video, predictions and remedies for each zodiac sign. Note that this is as per Vedic astrology, that is Sidereal astrology is being used, and preference would be given to your ascendant sign, although you can also check the readings from your moon sign. For my Libra or Tula native friends, this is going to be a year of judgment, and retribution. That is, you will reap in the benefits of the efforts that you have put in the past, as well as the results of your karma, whether good or bad. There could be certain longevity issues for your mother or some elderly female member of your family. There's possibility that there could be certain scams or scandals, or your secrets could surface if you're not careful in your dealings. So keep your dealings and your character as clean as possible for this year. Always heed the advice of your spouse, or in case of business, listen to your business partner. On the positive note, you will get some kind of recognition at your workplace, probably if you are doing a job, some kind of promotion, and there's a pilgrimage or a long awaited vacation on the card, so please go for it and enjoy the time with your family and friends. For many of you, there is some kind of certain spiritual progress foreseen in this year, so it's a good time to turn inwards and seek for the absolute and move further on the spiritual path. As far as the time is concerned, you need to watch out for the months of July, October and February, especially July. Some untoward happening can occur in your life. Throughout the year, some of the months would be good for you, for example April, August and November. As a remedy, you can perform meditation regularly. If you're already not doing it, please learn something on it and try to focus your mind and keep it calm at all times. You can also donate clothes to the needy. You can donate salt to a nearby temple, or you can gift a valuable to your mother. These kind of seemingly simple remedies will help you in the long run and even possibly change the effects of Rahu and Ketu in your chart. For Scorpio or Vrishchik Jataka natives, this could mostly be an unpredictable year. The reason being, there could be situations and dealings of the past that might resurface, and those things may not be quite comfortable for you. All important tasks will seem to get stuck at the last moment due to unknown reasons, and so you need to be extra cautious at your workplace and also prepare for alternative plans, because some of you could even face some kind of loss or loss of position. Some of you will be blessed with the birth of a child. On a positive note, you can also practice the occult or enter the esoteric world, and that will bring you solace of mind if you're interested in those areas. And there are good prospects if you're already living overseas or far away from your place of birth. So you need to actually keep a very, very balanced outlook throughout the year, because it's really going to be unpredictable for you, and you need to consult an astrologer with your personal natal chart to get the details. You need to watch out for the months of June, August and November, and the good months throughout the year would be April, July and September. You could buy a new pillow for yourself or donate lead pencils to the needy. You could also gift kitchenware to your younger siblings if you have them, or disperse coconuts into flowing water. These kind of seemingly simple remedies are actually going to change the effects of Rahu and Ketu in your chart, trust me. For Sagittarius or Dhanu natives, this is going to be excellent year ahead for success and growth. So welcome this year with a big heart. There are chances of lots of miscommunication and turmoil within the family and with co-workers, and also with neighbors or the people around you. So watch out for your tongue, and there are possibilities of severe fluctuation in income throughout the year. So there could be some kind of ups and downs and things not going ahead as per your premeditated plans. So watch out for that. Avoid being hot-tempered and control your speech in every situation throughout the year. Then you can make the best out of this year. On the positive side, long-term investments will definitely yield results. It's a good time for moving overseas permanently. If you're planning to do so, please go ahead with it. Professional luck and sharp growth is foreseen in the latter part of the year. So overall, it's going to be a very good year for you guys. You need to watch out for the months of June, July, and August. There could be lots of happenings that could spell trouble for you in these months. In the months of September or October, January, as well as March, you will be hearing some kind of good news, and you'll get some certain success in whatever you are trying to achieve. You could buy a flowering plant and place it near the entrance at home to bring in positive energy. You could collect seawater in a bottle and keep it at your safe at your home. This also will throw away all the negativity around you. You could purchase new furniture for your living room or place some cash inside your locker or drawer at your office or workplace. These seemingly simple remedies have the power to remove the negative effects of the nodes in your chart. For Capricorn or Makara natives, the first half will shake you away from your comfort zone. So watch out for the whole year and be very careful in the first half. Don't slip or slide away in your comfort zone. Wake up to the reality around you. You will be facing lots of enmity and envy in your career this year. There could be a lot of hidden enemies who would appear differently in front of you and do things differently behind your back. There could be loss of peace of mind due to overburdening or stress. You need to trust your intuition throughout the year and go accordingly. There could be lots of frequent travels and possibility of meeting new people, which could bring in, which would actually spice up your life and bring in some hope. And unresolved problems will get solved, or slow-moving tasks will get accomplished. So if there is something that you have been trying to accomplish in the last few months or 1 or 2 years, that is going to be successfully completed in this year. And a long-awaited pilgrimage will also be completed. So please plan and go ahead for it. You need to really watch out for the months of June, August, and October. And the other 3 months will be good for you, which are July, December, and February next year. So as part of a remedy, you can gift your boss something at your workplace. You can serve your father or an elderly family member and take their blessings. It will be really good if you can secretly donate money to the needy. That is, donate to a person who is really in need without disclosing your identity or without that person knowing who is helping him or her. Or you could help a leader in any task. Now, we always help the needy, but sometimes we also need to help the leaders. Leaders could be anybody. It could be your boss at workplace. It could be your business partner. It could be somebody at your home also. So you need to help a leader in some task. So these seemingly kind of simple and straightforward remedies are surely going to change the effects of Rahu and Ketu in your chart. For Aquarius or Kumbh natives, this is the time to change the status quo. Probably many of you guys would have felt stuck in the last 2.5, 3 years. So a lot of things will get going and moving in this year. There is possibility of fraudulent activities or getting cheated by unscrupulous elements. So watch out for such things in all your transactions and dealings throughout the year. There could be more troubles if you are living near your birthplace or place of birth. So if you're living far away or overseas, the troubles will be less. You need to seek answers inward, but also take bold actions to move forward. So this is a year where you can't spend all your time in contemplation of what went wrong or what could have been better and stuff like that. You need to contemplate as well as put things into action and keep the ball rolling. That's what you need to do this year. All the machinations of your enemies will stand exposed this year somehow. All the slander, all the backbiting, all the envy, and all the untoward activities that your enemies might have been doing behind your back will get exposed this year, and eventually you will win. There is a possibility of inheritance or gain from speculation. although I don't recommend gambling, lottery and such kind of speculation, but calculated speculation, yes. Professionally, it's going to be a good time for you, and you can strengthen your position for the long term through the actions taken in this year. As far as the timings are concerned, you need to watch out for the months of July, August and October, where some certain mishaps could occur in your life. In the months of April, June and December, you could hear some good news, and some of your long pending tasks could get accomplished. It is good that if you serve your mother, or you bring a tambula. Tambula is a kind of a betel leaf and a betel nut that we give as an offering in the temple. So you can bring a tambula or any other puja article from a temple and place it in your safe at home to attract good luck. You could donate crutches to the physically disabled persons, or you could provide some service or help to laborers or workers or the labor class. So these seemingly simple remedies have the potential to change the effects of the nodes in your chart for good. For Pisces or Meena natives, it's going to be a topsy-turvy ride this year, which still has lots of promise. You could be plagued with indecisiveness and confusion, and you'll still be busy throughout the year amidst all this confusion. There could be displeasure of superiors that can generate hindrances in your progress. Avoid all kinds of confrontations, and do not try to get entangled or argue with superiors or those who have more power or control than you. Do not lose focus of your goals and keep calm at all times. That's the mantra for you throughout the year. On the positive side, there is a possibility of acquiring some kind of property or buying new vehicles is foreseen. There is a high probability of moving overseas for longer duration. So you can go ahead if you're trying to apply for a PR or something like that. In case of love affairs, you will find success in it, and many of you guys would get betrothed. That is, marriage is on the cards in this year if you're unmarried. You need to watch out for August, November and February next year, and be careful in all your dealings in these months. In the months of July, October and January next year, you could be able to complete some pending tasks and achieve some kind of success. You can donate money for a larger good cause, like say for example saving the environment or planting trees or something for the greater good. You can donate money for such a cause, or you can help anyone in your larger circle of friends or networks who are obviously seeking your help. You can sponsor education for children, especially orphans, or gift your spouse books or some kind of educational material. These kind of seemingly simple and straightforward remedies are definitely going to change the effects of Rahu Ketu in your chart. So I'm wishing you all a very happy new year ahead. Happy Yugadi to all of you. Hope that my predictions are making sense to you and are going to help you in charting out a better future for yourself and your family and your associates. Stay tuned. Ciao.